We've been in discussions now for probably 6 or 7 weeks with Tavia and also the previous owners of the site, Aviva Life, because obviously they had certain obligations with the council, because there's a long history of this site. It was 1996 when we entered into an agreement to sell the old Villiers car park and toilet block at the back to them. And of course, we've been waiting. We've seen phase 1 and phase 2 developed, and the further 3 phases never happened.
Was the mistake not developing the whole site?
Possibly, but it was a very expensive site to develop with underground car parking and everything associated so close to the sea. So we always knew it was going to be developed in phases. And of course, we had the pomp and ceremony of the temporary town square, and I think you interviewed me down there that day.
I did, yes.
And I was trying to sound
we
so
were trying
positive.
to be polite.
Yes, so positive about it. But we were always told that would be a temporary town square, and when phase 5 was complete, that would be lifted up, it'd be used as the compound, and then Douglas would have a permanent town square, public open space, and of course that's never happened.
Have Tevye been talking to just yourselves, or yourselves and the government?
I'm not too sure how much involvement they've had with government, but obviously Aviva had certain obligations to the council, so they've had to carry out certain negotiations with ourselves, and then the new owners have had to also come in and talk to us. They've indicated that, as you've stated, as soon as the sale was completed, they wanted to be on site, they want to remove all the old hoardings, they want to clear the whole site. It has been indicated that directly behind the hoardings, which of course a number of years back had a big trench dug through it purely and simply to keep the planning application live, that could be used for car parking for up to 2 years whilst they come forward with any plans to develop the whole site.
Yeah, obviously it's nice for you to be dealing with someone who wants to do something as opposed to the old owners who basically didn't seem to want to do anything with it. But do you know why? Do they just purely see it as a business opportunity, a development opportunity?
Well, I certainly think that's a question for them to answer, but at the very first meeting they attended with our legal advisors and the chief executive, they indicated that they knew that this was a prime location in Douglas. They knew how the council felt and how frustrated we were. They'd heard the comments of the general public, and that's why they indicated they wanted in there the day after basically they'd purchased it to remove the hoardings, to tidy the site up, to present it a lot tidier, because as you stated in your broadcast, we've been so frustrated trying to serve notice on the previous owners. They did carry out some works just prior to the start of the summer seeding. The hoardings had a lick of paint, and the general openings were closed off again to try and stop people looking through. We were then looking at taking that a stage further, because obviously anybody can look over the hoardings. Buildings all around were looking onto this eyesore, and we were preparing another notice to serve on them when the new owners came forward to talk to us.
Obviously it all sounds very promising at the moment, but just in case the whole thing slows up and hurdles appear, I mean, are there any stipulations on the developers?
Well, I'm hoping that the new owners will demonstrate to the general public and the council that they are serious by going in and tidying it up. But what I do hope is, as they start to develop their plans, they'll regularly keep in contact with the council, come and talk to us, tell us what you're looking for the area, what public open space there will be at the end of your development, because we want to work with these people. We're going to see the start of the major works on the promenade, £25 million of investment, and if this major eyesore on the gateway to our island can be sorted out once and for all, well, bring it on.